ana yehwe ede abro na wo so hu de ekọ ene de eba me no ka say still yawo transfer season mu a ultimately say transfers na cost papa and we Man United fan I think say was say o smile o ma enije eba isan say makwa one of the key target for this particular window Branty FNO Brian Mbeumo Cameroonian international I was in Academy Brentford Menoka said there is a breakthrough actually said one joining Man United in a 70 million pounds arrangement 70 million pounds arrangement and a old movie at the Akobo kwa ye friend no Man United honum ti yebedi san komono afi still a man for kasa din komoni ade Chelsea and so no one e ba one e ko kamia kwa say enyama slow na Gil's right abofra bi e friend no Alfie Gilchrist and ultimately say Mauricio Pochettino Abrantia wo yi ni ba ya na nya asem keto akra so ba wo ye ho no bebu na MCC a Abrantia no ultimately say na ne ball no ani kapa but o Chelsea omo right back wo no players one even a champion no kra no a third choice player no ultimately say yes coach no say Gilchrist ana say Gilchrist nti ene chese Saudi for no ehwe so metumi asa Branton Petrovic so na Canada so movie ti omo hwe no mu se Pendes be call Strasbourg so na Kendrick Price and so be join Strasbourg na fe bibia so na atumi aide akoye omo hwe se magui so no se striker bia man na se Nicolas Jackson be called there obviously obetna say Chelsea do be about there obviously o me pelon be there man na fe ono so ekọ na bibia etimi akoye and then me say Hugo Ekitike ne there likely say Liverpool no be join ebra Isaac so no ebehwe na what na Newcastle na one thing ne say Isaac no aka ne 3 years on the contract no so one thing about these teams ne say the moment echiwashin beba player no ho saa no the next thing you hear and say must sign the contract extension most cases once a player be call na fi omo ye na fi wan kwa the next thing you want to sign a contract extension timino ka say okopie mu Everton na on mo di fe na kokko tintin a osi aka Chelsea ye na adwo so kwa kopani and why extending the contract na can 1 year why extending the contract honum nti sana news ni bebre show ni live Facebook oko MYBET ucho MYBET na MYBET MYBET no what in term na the Africa 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 na wa join show no Facebook so na oko YouTube so MYBET.AFRICA TV MYBET.AFRICA TV Facebook now so street is watching on Facebook so and ABN Radio 1 so Facebook oko pemu TikTok sports.arena.news TikTok and Telegram account no and so Sports Arena text and WhatsApp no and also number no na wait me asend any information bia open na bia etimi akoye ye monramu my better education no kakra na ye nhwem na fi bia ye transfer news no money man ma akwa ba
let's do am Joseph
bia e kama de
bia e kama
ye nhwe transfer news ni kakra na fi ye na Friday my better education sorry
yes year weekend nim dia wonim say baby abetwa bet MYBET.AFRICA it time be a tool for say opese utwa bet na wudi na asem bia mba ho dia MYBET.AFRICA pe NS okọ ye mpen sem bi say bia wetwa bet na medi ye yi bet ni aye say there bi MYBET.AFRICA de wudi bet na normal den o ma send o message we discuss e we ho na skase na ɛwɔ account mu nti bra na bɛyi ɛno ɛna ɛho hia ɛno na ɛsɛ wo twa o bet ɛwɔ mo platform nti ɛne kɔ www.mybet.africa na nso okay busua ne ho kɔ www.top right corner wobɛhu icon bi a circle ne green mia so wobɛhu login ne register umia register ne so 3 simple steps. First step ne your phone number, second step ne your username a person use betimi your nickname, betimi your fie din, betimi your bibia a person de show. The next one password and no dey wa win password a person de show. But by password ne kind we uppercase baako and a number now the account na bibia timi akoye umia no we register ne so mbef send verification code now they verify our account now so aba be come MyBet ebusua no options in the bebre kwa pre-season friendly see koso kotwe na fiscal ho nini na ma bet builder option wo nti ene with one game we wait me 10 selections wo that is team ni be wini corners bookings we win a be share we go send a be first half second half win either half any then now or handicap is wo nti with that 8 selections I'll bet me afa omu wi a omo sama aka bonus emu edu. That is 1,500% aka bonus. So selections need to be kone ni ma won't qualify for 1,500% aka bonus. Inti ene we MyBet.Africa nature bet. Weekend yaba be we munya ya nko bia share bet no ascend na ndie wa wetimi yi ba ko mienu afrim. Enu nti MyBet akofa expert. Aba o ma share bet egu bet fit. Okọ ho a bet ne bebre kwa from 2 odds to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 or to benya ni na ho. Nti ukọ na afa ba ko. Ofa na wa edit to our preference na afi de wo de kakra taichi no afiska nti na area weekend mu twa bet MyBet.Africa na wonso di na ba be kan ebusua no
right iti MyBet hon enkomo na yegusu a ye ne wo ye den edi no na wo hu de akone de ba ye hwe transfer no ye hwe transfer na before e be hwe transfer no hye no so se show no ye live e wo Facebook MyBet MYBET na what in temu kakra na Africa ba MyBet na what in temu na de bibia so atumi aba na afi atumi ayene kama and so the amount honum yeah nti yenhwe transfer news no na yenhwe de ekọ ene de eba
yeah list to say we are transfer ni de enim say na Man United fan ni bi eni age adenti a o metimi nya Brian Mbeumo ababe come team no I think transfer we actually almost 2 months and every time we bet na nkomo ne Mbeumo beba nei wetimi awie mu ama Brentford for ama green light no so betimi akwa the medical sama bibia etimi akoye na green light omo de ama no ejina say mbeka ase na Brentford eni wo Omari Hutchinson na omo de 25 ne di kan ko na Ipswich shed derby omaton Omari Hutchinson there omagia 35 because initially omuton free Chelsea for last 2 seasons that was 22 nti ene omuton 25 so menya so mfa so
last season it is Okolun and no making it permanent and no or the qualify by no making it loan permanent
22
yeah so last
year 25 and na if we Brentford at the corner see derby munya ni 35 na mombe fa ne nko nti ene ometimi apage omsika no 35 negotiation ni dia koso we player ni so apene so obebo Brentford because coming back into the Premier League ya de ba ko obebo ano ene wotimi a onim se Brentford no oba no oba be starter because Mbeumo betimi akọ nti ene ama Man U green light na Brentford for twina na omo twe Man U ne muni na akogina se na omo per replacement nti ene omne Man U akọ into a negotiation of 65 that is the initial sika ombetua and add-ons of 5 add-ons ni include goals and here Mbeumo betimi a share and also so omo timi qualify for any European competition and no so wom ye name say Mbeumo a player bia last season about 38 games and a 31 goal contribution. Into coming into this Man United setup no or the nyama be brain about born because so when the goal contribution for Brentford now to member with Man United being the likes of Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, mu etimi gine mu ni omobo a ene obetimi adouble that number no obetimi impo di bia ka ho payment structure na Man United for present here no ekoma Brentford afidi omutimi so 4 payment installment it ene Man United were 4 windows that is January the end of the season no and next January and end of the season biom so mbetimi abo mo etuetu escante ene so breaking it down we 65 na breaking it down into 4 different windows we breaking it down to 4 different windows meaning the Man United bet you 16 per window. I think they good good business for Man United. Ene betimi ahwe other transfers betimi abom tisisi ano at least omutime to 16.25 na the next window ni so mahwe de betimi akoso omutimi qualify Champions League e wini any major competition omo fili so kwan da ho ni betimi to scan na kwan so da ho betimi ahwe etuama bibia etimi akoye nti ene Brian Mbeumo aba Man United player, but in some bebree questions Man United fans ni bi are raise concerns kakra.
Okay.
And especially players are Man United is signing. And our Man United team are 2 key players, and I'm fans say 3 key players on my team num. Goalkeeper Andrew Onana, omunya goalkeeper for on the better. Brian Mbeumo on also have team no, and Ahmad on also can't team no. These are 3 crucial players for Man United. And they say have Kondua. Ye name him said these 3 players bekwa ko jinemu ama Ivory Coast and Cameroon in the AFCON. Into Man United fans raise a lot of concerns. Players here signing. Yanya look ya AFCON do that is in January and in December. You won't bet me actually. We share another team or repeat Man United that day we are Sunderland. On also signing 5 African players. And they said January edua the AFCON do so. Then a Man United bear. But I think in Penifona dream way now. And omunim the omoye. And omo share say inclusion we were beboa. I'm a 15th position on that last season. No, or metimi apejim ama bibie timi ayeden akoyi ewo. Yenhwe Victor Osimhen enei omone Napoli ene Galatasaray den sem no ekwa akone wie ya. By next week Osimhen betimi assign ama team e friend Galatasaray. Na with the final conclusion akọ between both clubs ni Napoli ehwe say Osimhen Galatasaray de 40 million bedi kan ba beto. Into 40 million a new installment plan bi amon. Omonfa 40 ni beto. Na ene 35 na akano by the end of the 2025-2026 season no omonfa 35 no so nsambra.
Okay.
Omu wia mo munton Osimhen se ne ndra Vincent man ti ase mo munton Osimhen my Italian club bia in the next 2 years. Na fi the sell-on na omo kan se omonfa nhemu no ene agreement na kwa Galatasaray for ajatum. Inte ene with the sell-on aya de ba ko e wo contract no mo munton Osimhen ma any Italian club in the next 2 years since we are de ba ko anu so. Then the 35 from agree say by the end of 2025-2026 season and also betimi aba no and also betimi aba ma bia ko yinti by the end of next week Osimhen betimi assign am Galatasaray. I think Osimhen as a player will be a big lesson amano, especially when it comes to agents, any negotiation of contracts, any nyama bebre and the time at Chelsea borrow mu and an agent ni bibia timi ko ye na bibia eto so anka ene nka minjindi say on Napoli for a chumamenchi ewo we and Galatasaray those they are in the Champions League performance they say timi koye o metimi ejine mu akoama no in Kenya Galatasaray and I don't think say nke bia club ya we na dwun so bebo ewim because Saudi for ne buy enyama nkoye no mo de twe on fi o and otimi Galatasaray for etimi abo ewim a ye cheche mu say companies be boa e ma be ma Galatasaray for aside because omu Osimhen as a key figure, a marketing strategy for the Turkish League, and the ultimate Rema with the likes of Mourinho, with the likes of John Duran, more any Leroy signing more moons with my bemuno. Bibia betimia koyama Turkish League no. Etimi dum pempen soa eso mope. Yenhwe Lookman, Ademola Lookman, African best player. Ene Inter Milan aboewem so omunya na ombetimi ato na ba be kan mu team no. Na ene ohwe Lookman performance o da na di ma Atlanta. Any sika Atlanta for their tone so a 1 year papa even though say him say Gasperini ni hobium but ene still almost say Inter for for 50 million embra for Lookman na Inter for so almost score mo e wo mo se sia no betimi etua 40 inte na ba be enkomo a ekoso ba Lookman de why na dwen so onya Napoli team no mo be free inte ene obe free that is Atlanta yes obe free Atlanta inte ene say Inter for timi pejo musika num kakra na omutimi e the add-ons we are achievable kan ho na timi do 50 ni dia team a friend Atlanta betimi jai Lookman kwan manako but I think o share from the transfer side team ananka coach person building with Kamal Dean with Lookman sisi a Rotegi so ko nte Lookman nso kwa na eche 2 key players ana omugine ma Atlanta ma bibia koye na nei ombetimi free team na I think omo build another set this
almost Skamaka
yes
injury
I think this obe back yes maybe on so be a key figure abom but Ademola Lookman and Inter for hwe say me can say Inter for one na rebuilding there so mutimi here because we players are no more mpanyinfo ne doors nti ene is utimi nya Lookman a key player we share the way of the ball ene that 3-5-2 system no bobi e Atlanta nti ene so be remu e wo Inter Milan a enyama ebetimi akoye e wo ho na player ba ko am pese me kan asem kakra ye friend is saying Walker Peters ye name say no boss Southampton o hwe ne ball na no ball e do baby last 3 seasons the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, any Man United no more has been ball any signature because of that right wing back position even a right back at defensively solid utimi born home more than and they West Ham Graham Potter say West Ham unko fan mbra ni o matutu bibia ni waba be West Ham player na I think Graham Potter ade opese o build dan 3-back system obenya wing back some message more forward etimi na ope player or young obema that ability na I think Ward-Prowse and now we have friends say Walker Peters a player be or that type of feeling in a game and I think his inclusion in this West Ham team because he himself players be on team numa and they age at chiom kakanti omuna ome release yoma this player coming in obenya a lot of playing time and they enyama etimi akoye listo them dey betwa to no nkomo bi course wo Chelsea na nkomo e course wo Chelsea ni say player friend is João Felix ye name say clubs be abano ho the likes of Porto, Fluminense and Benfica abano ho a mu na hwe so mbetimi this caba be fa no Chelsea asking price no mu bisa was around in the range of 35 to 40 say ne say ultimate this ask can be to ho mbetimi João Felix mu amwako Porto any Fluminense they no my ready say mbetimi tuya say skawe enya João Felix amana ba yo but o hwe João Felix side or na dream say team my friend Porto ni Fluminense there onko Porto because of odo a o ma team friend Benfica yes into no hwe say Benfica for this kabeba but as at now Benfica for nso nyo ma dream so mo nso be 35 to 40 aba be fa João Felix if we Chelsea na minim se virus the beto so João Felix Instagram post and an Instagram bio before that was last 2 days na say na e was so AC Milan and na e was so as the club e wo na ohwa ne other sponsors and bibia e won chain so wo na nei nsema e koso e wo Chelsea ni say impenifo ni di nkomo say Chelsea be na dwen so beton Christopher Nkunku because ene musiele pra nti Bayern Munich hia da number 10 ene ombetimi afa Christopher Nkunku na say Chelsea be o ma dwen so be jai maybe Nicolas Jackson mu a then João Felix kwan bia so ne bia ombema na tena nti ne nkomo okoso between Chelsea impenifo no Joe Shields and Nick coach a friend Enzo Maresca on João Felix the inclusion
how much does it take
share João Felix ni salary yes share Chelsea team no the highest paid as announced Reece James
okay
that is Onoje that is 250 and the highest paid the likes of Kopama mo omunsundu but João Felix as announced oje 130 yes
and Nkunku je say
Nkunku can old regime ho nti Nkunku sika no betimi edu so kakra ba mehwe Nkunku wage no Nkunku age no as a noun
because very crucial
yes
because Chelsea you know they will try as much as possible to get rid of players almost salary no outrageous. So Raheem Sterling no way
Raheem Sterling as before na Chelsea FIFA Club World Cup no ba ebe training on the likes of Ben Chilwell any Chukwuemeka mo no mo ba ebe training Chelsea
na Man U mo players omo mefa
dem say Man U there ohwe mo wings ni bibia ho atodi say Man United here striker inti no mo hwe say nka Nicolas Jackson on be ba fan but Man U fans nso edwaye because say Nicolas Jackson dey anko munya yanka we ingusu ntina ho sa Hoyland ingusu wonti Nkunku we George I think meba into the moment to ask me the Nkunku age beba nti wage ne beba nti as a now Chelsea share with 130 for João Felix na so mbetimi ya cash out on Nkunku or Nicolas Jackson dia ene ombema João Felix etimi atena na João Felix betina na din na begina Enzo Maresca se obeji atum Nkunku eji 195,000 Chelsea okay. 195 into share between these two players Joao Felix edge less than Christopher Nkunku. Into any Joao Felix recent bio wa update se virus the better so or the Chelsea ababe kan ho assistant the profile picture from
mami o say we near there.
Nkunku edge 195,000.
195.
And Joao Felix 130,000.
So if opportunity base okay now we cannot get rid of Joao Felix. Yeah. Joao Felix will understand and be part of the team. Obviously, coach need Retino.
Yes.
But the coach was talking about he cannot play him and Kopama together. And you can clearly see say now there is changes in how the team want to play.
Yeah.
So it is possible that you can have him and Kopama on the same because Yehun Kuku and Kopama and you know Enzo Maresca in the past said that you cannot have Nkuku and Kopama in the same setup. You cannot have Nkuku, Kopama and Joao Felix in the same setup. So if Abase Omutu, maybe Joao Felix will be a man metono. But and I think supporters also penasem.
Yes, supporters need the omo penasem. Oshe with Chelsea players no. Omuna eba ne exposure. Say be a player being a fans ni penasem pan no. But ye him say last season. You do time and nan case or to the boy sitina enye bi bono. Eno na adwin so be ko AC Milan. No ko AC Milan in common so ko di wo media no mun so ya de ba ko play a bigger factor in this. But see the decision will be made by Enzo Maresca because with Joe Shields any penny fund they are okay with Joao Felix and kind business side the salary no of him. A band performance at a young age obetimi perform ye ama Chelsea. But ye better coach how can he integrate him into the team again? Obehe said Joao Felix ban or ban and ban be affected relationship ni nyama or building. That is 1, 2. No benya good use of Joao Felix. And secondly, Joao Felix as a player and so better CSS Siano or Bano. Oba be backup to Kopama. If there are times our coach ni feel little bit me abom mu no aboma. Obejini ni na to my ya. Now bibia the final decision agina Enzo Maresca. So but with updates kakra Joao Felix aye e won the bio no Emma who say 1 he's ready to come to Chelsea. He's ready to play because the previous bio knows share the bio setting now a crew also and a baby or born boss siano we indicate e on the bio munti in the previous one now we indicate say Milan and why at AC Milan and at Portugal.
Okay.
Into share the recent one we indicate ye name said that icon there that landing in HSL location. We indicate say yes or landing at Chelsea and at Portugal. Into as a player there. Why not doing say why ready to about Chelsea? So Enzo Maresca be man the time and Enzo Maresca sambe jina ba. Memfa say the prodigal son were returning. Into say bibia be jina Enzo Maresca so be jai no abana ba bebo. And I think with team performance from the end of the season to the FIFA Club World Cup, say Chelsea are more of an entertaining team. I think every young player behind your team will be count because you are growing with young players together and just experience and our age and we be more many see be na maybe at TNT and one but we know they would all get to grow together and I think he wants to be part of the team but the decision will be made by Enzo Maresca until from now
and the owners
no from the owners they are willing to let him play. They are willing to him like
or maybe I think say he's also part of the team the players they want to ship out
as of now.
Especially
Chelsea list of players or not previously Joao Felix didn't but see Joao Felix didn't
and say Renato Viega
that is even Arsenal Disasi didn't
Disasi yes Omutuwe
Nkunku Ensu didn't and there are other players being so Omunsu edin but as of now Joao Felix didn't Ephraim into with this update and this is and DA free mono. I think everything plays into the hands of Enzo Maresca. So Beji to say player near quality. Now meet me use next season.
Well, what do you people think? Do you people think that Chelsea should give him opportunity because it appears that the same as it cannot be say Barcelona the same issue. I feel man boy Edru baby na feel mbokra Atletico Madrid. Or start affiliate say and one no then Chelsea or do baby no bopa no bo then I feel name Macra I think the beginning from the beginning na Enzo you soon wo a year winning no money ball but no money ball conference league no money ball conference no any idea But Enzo Mane clear say it is not about say the quality and way. But only Kopama or Hong Kong there near Premier League. Obviously, Kopama be so ni nyina mu no wa free team no mu so kwa kope we wa ko wasaba. Do you think so I was a Chelsea man opportunity from personal opinion? Me say if say Obia man ho a they will integrate him back into the team. Unlike Abi Albiti say Chiwo money at there impossible so we be join the no. Chelsea can afford say okay now your what do you call it? Noni Madueke slot no, right? You bet me I am an opportunity to build up so that we even sell him. Yeah. What I say because possible say bet me an opportunity to aboa na fi then obi beba na de o maton ni ade.
We share both sides. I think Chelsea would integrate Joao Felix back into the team based on Inyamami. One, they not spending on another left winger. Because of Chelsea, Gusu will believe Ewo Mudrik mu. So if they are not spending on another left winger, they can integrate Joao Felix. Where's any boss? Now Enzo Maresca adapted to the strategy of the winger back into those half spaces, then the fullback are overlapping. So say open winger, bet me about the left wing position, or bet me about into those half spaces. I bet as maybe a number 10 amount. Then the likes of Cucurella be overlap here. Then Joao Felix is the man. Then one. You are not wasting another money or you are not spending another money on another left winger, which wouldn't come cheap. Okay. Ubenya, the likes of Malik Fafana, Yildiz, even Garnacho, you wouldn't get less than 40 million. Okay. If you are getting a player at all 130, which is average on your wage bill, now he's willing to play. Now Obetimi buy into the team and play in those half spaces. Except say I would come in when Kopama is
and fight for my position.
And fight for
come
my
and
position.
work. Okay.
Play from the left wing position. Maybe time Enzo Maresca person call with a game and the left wing and be inverted. Then Gittins maybe would be on the bench or something. That is where he comes in.
Yeah. Remember this question, especially concerning Joao Felix. O check Joao Felix. To be very honest, when he was coming, they needed someone. If Kopama is not there, which provided that creative space. But then you say Enzo Maresca, your coach, how obey in the lineup, it varies against the opponent on any ball. But this season, especially how Chelsea players already coach Bohoba or per players the main thing of this style of play, which is
get the idea of what I want to do.
Now, when Chelsea last season, there are several instances now because they needed to overload the attack as in front of the box. They also have players out wide. But at that moment, he wasn't having any right winger to do that. So there's a reason why Cucurella was doing that runs, often. Now in the FIFA Club World Cup at Chelsea, at all players, any other wingers, Coach Imayun will say, if Jermaine Gates is a bar, he's a player who is going to hold the weight from the left side. Right, yeah. Then either one of the left wingers will also cut inside, and they draw Pedro Netomeo will say, if Okati inside he's comfortable there because Wabas number 9 for the team last season. So what a position now Enzo Fernandez born, especially in the FIFA Club World Cup, with 2 midfielders and another number 10 going at the left side in Kopama. So Chelsea were already 2 number 10s back on the right side, and that role now Enzo Fernandez born at least 2. I won't be say if Joao Felix never that role now, he'll be more productive than Enzo Fernandez in that role. But the thing is,
but this drawing back, also one thing I would say, drawing back to come and control. Also, Enzo, so he runs.
And the thing is, that role, they will need somebody who also will be tactically disciplined with the coach in tactics. But then, if the only way I see Joao Felix staying, I say Nkuku
will be leaving.
Either Nkuku will stay or he will leave. And I say because there's no way Chelsea will accommodate these 2 players because Nkuku looks like he's also disciplined. How I say coach in the ball, he likes to play that second striker role, and he's happy that even if Obe fighting for the position, but he knows that from the space is not the ball. Definitely, Kopama and Chelsea be able 2 pivotal midfielders. So I think with Joao Felix, it will depend on the number of players they will go and how Chelsea will end their transfer window, especially sending money American if they are going to get a winger, because this player when he's coming in, he's versatile. He can play anywhere up front. and that would be the reason why maybe Chelsea will try and maintain his boy. But I don't know. He wants to go back to Benfica, play games. Senebia, Nyami Aduma, the 2026 World Cup, because Oko Benfica, no Oko Ba. Definitely, Bruno Lage or Portugal for no your almost squad now. Definitely is going to call him. So there's a reason why boy no need to Benfica moving him, because he is even pushing to go to Benfica. Because right now it's now Chelsea. Would him say he's no good.
He will play, but obey and week in week. And one thing, sir, you see, he will play.
But and week in week at time means that he's losing his, because I don't know how I can say, oh, but Chelsea, you are second to Kopama, and even second whenever I call the right side. Situation whereby Chelsea will decide, say, we are playing against the Premier League teams. You need a striker over my that focal point. Your body am club. If they need somebody to attack the pocket space, and why Joao Pedro?
One thing to say, on say, I can say, ne move no, say be integrating back to the team.
Yeah.
Ejina, nyama mienusu.
Yeah.
One. Class Enzo Maresca on show say on pen. What I say, it appears a boy now and say we have more playing time to opportunity aba ewo AC Milan to onye on corner wire the waba. Enzo ehun says Kopama ni wa I will need somebody to replace him, to replace Kopama. And in a situation whereby I want to play 2 number 10s, I'll be okay. Now, if I want to play 2 number 10s, then I will have to. I need somebody, or a defensive midfielder, obey additional work.
Yeah.
Eddie Amadi, Eddie support will fin one. So that is the reason why he says he cannot play at this stage. He cannot play the number 2, the 2 number 10s. Yeah. But Osha, maybe Osha the way all bosses here. It appears that
he could occupy.
He can play 2 number 10s. In this case, he will not have anybody to hold the weight.
Yeah.
What I say, Kopama rather will go there. Then Onomba be bought in Kuku.
Yeah.
Position or then all board. So now preseason no at option so wait me about number 10.
Yes.
And it says a Chelsea and sign ABR because you see Chelsea will only act. So opportunity be ba player be who. What I say, and on be acting. As it stands now, they will not act.
Yeah. So my point in say, even if the Chelsea hierarchy believes oh, we are going to play in the Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League, a lot of games are available. So we will need squad depth and players that can intimidate opponents. He's one player. But my point in say, from the player's point and the player's perspective, or no Joao Felix, he wants to go to the World Cup next season. The reason why
he wouldn't be a starter in the Portuguese.
No, it's not even about it being a starter.
It's not getting into the squad. Quimby, so he will be in the squad.
The thing is, the reason why he forced the move to AC Milan, Chelsea didn't force him to move. Because he needed playing time. And Joao Felix, because of our owing in the potential, needs come to him say, if on your chance now. In this Chelsea team, he has to start. But no, then say, listen, if Joao Felix is going to play in the FA Cups, ni EFL, and even as the part of the Chelsea second B team, say a Portugal national team now, and they look at the number of players. He is forcing the move. As at this stage, the player is forcing the move to Benfica. That is my point.
But you see, the all can make you. But now, it appears that he has changed.
This one is not.
Obi one can fan no.
Debbie, right? Or England on train or Chelsea.
Maybe a changing.
But doesn't mean he wants to.
When it comes to their bio changing, it comes to their post. It carries a lot of messages.
He's still a Chelsea player.
So a Chelsea player, but we are looking at an instance. Say, can he be integrated back to the team? That is the conversation.
He can, but right now, the situation is this boy. He wants to wear a percent on baby. Obenya regular time. He will play in the Champions League always. The big games are Obetimenya Kwayafa Portugal.
No doubt, maybe no doubt. Now I was say me go be masama meka nya say in case Obia ma because Chelsea Jackson money we win maybe. No, Benfica. They are saying say Benfica Benfica say they want to buy only 50% of his stake. And I just say no. On say send your money Omorodion there. Paul to talk only I think 50%. Now yes. Now Benfica say omo ye den omo person mo to 50% of a year when this Chelsea I say omo per 40 million. Then Benfica will have to Benfica buy turn only 20 million. Then okọ honum na ogba na say obi ba ne ho a omo turn na sika no mbenya no match 50-50. That is what Chelsea is saying. Say no. Omo nye den they will not allow. And I'm saying this omo ni enye we omo allow after sa news ne ba bontin say Benfica esi omo person mo to 50% no. Chelsea I reject it no. And no say san buy no. That is why you see Chelsea fans saying say now the last dance. Metma Kacho say he had more playing time in the first half, more minutes in the first half at Chelsea than Oko AC Milan. The difference in any say I have say no ball Conference League and I had no Oko ball Champions League kakra and a Serie A kakra. At Chelsea, obviously with Champions League, you know, Chelsea and Rela and say oh or the team A ebebo Premier League, not the team B akobo Champions League. Champions League, you don't do that. You have to select your best players and you need to manage your players. So obviously you have opportunity to play Champions League or Premier League games because a Kopama bought maybe a Chelsea kwa bought Real Madrid. Now Kopama started against Sunderland about 60 minutes. You change your over. Unlike first now, you will not even play at all because you have 90 minutes of Conference League to play. The American what I say. So if we are Joao Felix, you need to do all this analysis. So, okay, even when I was here, I was playing 90 minutes, but the competition and he could have been the best player of the tournament. Are you aware?
In the Conference League.
In the Conference League, because he was basically best player at the time now or then. So now no Chelsea are qualified for Champions League. And Enzo Maresca visited with me first 11. No, or game beyond any preparation. So it is possible, sir, or resty players and or resty players obviously will be near wine. Obianim said the key player our Chelsea team here Caicedo, Kopama and the goalkeeper. They are the only people I mean sure say or better some more frequently. And maybe a co now say or only changes then frequently. Any other. So I think the media to me when he said the change in the bio no. A message say now okay now I'm back. I'm coming to fight for my position. Any other. So what I say maybe perhaps Obia Renato Vega no na the attitude what he did. Oh,
in times of need.
Before Okoye no and maybe amateurs in penny for no or my yes okay then let's sell him outright. But with Joao Felix I think say ebia ne nkomo bi okodi wo no supporters na osan komo bufu aba say similar a big club say ne ade but then supporters no so penasem enti would say all force move to Benfica na de I just say Benfica so mad the Chelsea here then pe no so when to me obviously only option bia and from that news ne buy no sesa ne buy
we buy on impo betimi a keeping Joao Felix ni athlete any Portugal without not including Chelsea obi anche no. So he including a show say there's a sign say onya team no bebo but now everything is in the hands of coach Enzo Maresca how he would like to because now no yemfa bianto nche Enzo Maresca with this one season etimia amase enough power to send any player he wants out of the Chelsea setup.
Okay.
Ntino say ne so case on Joao Felix on the setup I don't think say the owners or even the sporting directors will force a player on his neck. Because it might be the team and they so cause a team win and person the come player we unless say that key players na maybe want to me reject him but any other player no kind of squad no for the FIFA Club World Cup or even the close of last season no he would allow them to go. So I'm looking at say with a few weeks here no we have a better statement from Chelsea on this Joao Felix issue.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's see him also open 9 attackers going into the season. Yeah, wait to my man. Say attack 9, like say your prediction, sir, by the end of the transfer window, this will be the 9 attackers for the season?
I think with the 9 attackers, no, Adebayo Amuni say with João Pedro would be there, Liam Delap would be included. That's Estavio would also be there. That is Pedro Neto would be there. The likes of Gittins, Eko Kahuna F5. Then we would have Kopama coming in as the 6. João Felix will surely be there because I'm looking at things, he will surely be there. The only people I'm looking at, they having maybe a little issue. But the Numpo with Nicholas Jackson, we've heard rumors say he has accepted, say he will stay and fight for his position. But as of now, no, if there is any offer above 50, Chelsea would accept and let him go. But Nina Abejina on the clubs on represented that thing.
Okay, so you Maoho or Honti obviously very way because of for replacement.
So with that's Nicholas Jackson become 8. Then we would have Christopher Nkunku coming in as 9. Into say Ocean 9, there are 2 that will surely be out of this setup and 1 that would be also included. And there are rumors here also, but it's not that concrete. Say Chelsea share Villa with friends and Rogers coming in. And to Rogers Beba, Chelsea and Aston Villa were good relationship. So I wouldn't be surprised. Say Chelsea better Rogers of let's say 70. Now they were turning Nicholas Jackson to Aston Villa for 50. In a way they would try to balance themselves. So say Chelsea that Rogers conversation there. The likelihood of Nicholas Jackson joining Aston Villa a bare possibility. There will be an inclusion of Rogers to replace maybe Nicholas Jackson and also Nkunku moving, then João Felix coming in to also replace him. Nine.
Okay. Chairman, for the 9.
Yeah,
9 players.
I think that Chelsea are looking for 8 to 9 attackers in the
advance. 9. Maybe say 8 to 9. Me sure say the last one be between Magui and Tariq.
Yeah.
Tariq
So,
George Mubako.
Okay, so the thing is, Ochake Chelsea setup now. It looks likely that reporting just even if they would accept a great offer will come in, the Nicholas Jackson will move. They will still get another striker to come in.
So you can.
So I likely say in the attacking third, they will likely go into the season with 2 players say who call number 10. Someone who will deputize Obitse Kopama. If Nkuku is going to stay, I think that the 2 number 10s, either Nkuku or Joao Felix, one of them will be with Kopama as the Chelsea number 10s. That is basically one attacking midfielders in terms of number 10 role. So Kopama one of Nkuku and Joao Felix will join him. On the left, Jamie Gatins is there.
Okay. And
Chelsea will definitely buy another winger. And I don't know, and not BBC for reporting said Chelsea first started Eberici as an agent first started in Como. Definitely, if Chelsea are not going to buy a player who will play from the as a natural winger like Jamie Gatins, they also get another player in a profile from the left wing and Asanbo as number 10, which means they will have 2 players. Whenever Kopama can as a deputy, you will also be on the bench. You better change be a bit more as a number 10 or as a winger. So I think that with this number 9, 2 here, 2 on the right wing, 2 on the left wing, then I think 3 as strikers and 2 as number 10. So on the right side, I obvious definitely Chelsea will go in for Estavio, Neto.
Yeah.
As the number 10s currently, as the number 9s, Nicholas Jackson, Joao Pedro, and Liam Delap. Rings the baby space war and then the left side, which is where Jamie Gatins is. And if there is space at that side, then maybe Chelsea will fail not to buy any winger at this point. It means that Joao Felix will fit in that role as they like to. So I think that if this is the 9 people, left wing, Melko for Jimmy Gatins and Joao Felix. That is transferring Yanko area, but there might be changes when they make some purchases and they also sell some of the players. Then number 10 will be Kopama, Nkuku, Estavao, Ene, Neto, and the 3 strikers, Jackson, Pedro, and Dilap.
About until 9.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Miminya will have Neto, Joao Pedro, Nicholas Jackson, about 3-1, Gittins, 4, Estival, 5, Liam Delap, 6, Kopama 7. Tarek George 8. And Joao Felix 9. So Nkuku na me hu ni say likely say ono no say no be easier, and I see say Bayern Munich could come for him at some point in the transfer
window, because Jamal Musiala so you need someone with experience, someone who can enter into the Bundesliga, someone who can enter into the Bundesliga with ease.
I think they are looking at getting because expensive, so they want to sort the left side way, and also the bed in power because Rafael Leao will not. Rafael Leao.
But me story.
Okay.
If time by me, Luis Diaz, there's been an improvement on Luis Diaz deal.
Okay, all right. So
yeah.
So this is how I see Mimi. Now, Eban is Dewsbury or Mono,
Dewsbury, he's part of the midfielders. So Chelsea go into the season with 4 to 5 midfielders. Currently, they have Lavia, Caicedo, and Andre Santos and Enzo Fernandez. These are the 4 people. And if Dewsbury can wear 5, no,
it's so good now.
No, yes, so definitely a 6 because Dewsbury on mostly how are Chelsea used to do. Omu used to know at vintage. I mean,
as a
unless maybe an offer, but offer and buyer they are not willing to.
Yeah, I know. No, so
yes, so he doesn't have a problem with that.
Okay. Yeah. We move on.
Yeah, Listo. And we've been talking about Ruben Amorim and what has been United for problem, especially last season. And some are also suggesting say the coach should change the style of play and Medikanka say he's a coach we're seeing under great coaches and we're implementing possessive style and who coaches will beat Antonio Conte left 3 back no ball. He doesn't require possessive or here possession then the answer was starting game or the speed and counter attacking the share not their show. But Ruben Amorim then in now checking young coaches among for promise say they are unique was Ruben Amorim. The team defensively they are solid and when they are in the Omobobo they can possess. So we saw how Sporting and Man City Arsenal Mushia, especially in the Champions League 2 seasons ago last season. How City for the boy, if you press, he will start from the back. Obe ball no, obe possess it. He will, and a due time also obo counter attacking football. He has the right people to play. Now, let me take you back to Sporting time. There were several ideas different from Opinion and the Ruben Amorim in position. Especially with that 3-4-2-1 system, I say 3-5-3 system and no bono. Here a number 9, a target man or someone or bit about that patient attack, direct attacking football. Then the 2 number 10s don't be Gina striker Nechino. He needs a player. Either Obi Obitima was a number 10 was a striker from the right side, but mostly from the left side. He needs a right-footed winger, Obi natural right winger. Into when Oba United team one player Odi can mention was Mason Mount because he saw Mason Mount playing a similar role for Thomas Tuchel in days at Chelsea. Into that number 10 role on a natural right winger and a natural left winger, but or a right-footed player who can play from the flanks, that is from the left side, or be cutting in, or be about that right left center number 10 or the left side number 10 na their man. But they call the left side always not Trincao and neighbors are rude and I say Marcus Edwards. Trincao near left-footed. The Trincao ball from the right side. And Obama you that role or started with Anthony Obaba and day with Obitse Ama Diallo and Zeximo and so Abobo Saru Nabi. And list to United team Nang Sankasano. I think say Adibako AD United years because their sporting director structure it hasn't been good, and for years time now United they didn't have something for no. But in a football nonsense, so you have to adapt. You have to do what the SSA area. And you see, I think say but season it was clear Emma Ruben Amorim say he needs a certain type of profile of players, and that certain type of profile of players open. If Manchester United wants to play in the Champions League, what they have to do is say they have to be fourth, and also making sure say first to fifth or first to fourth, top four, they have to secure a Champions League qualification in the Premier League. And in the Premier League, research any Niema Esidama say mostly players be now or free other leagues ban or adapting to the league, they don't adapt quickly. So in the United man, you say they will need players who have been playing in the Premier League for the past 2 seasons. Our more previous when they are coming to the United setup, and they are expecting that they will deliver straight away. So there's a reason why United for used to coach 60 something million. No, but
Brentford because almost 50, 55.
Even that system you can make an example. A friend is saying
Cunha. Also Cunha they no sign contract or the shame. So they basically pay for it.
So now they got their man Obia Obe Survey that left number 10 role at their mom. Because listen, so check you Wolves team now. Cunha was playing as called Wolves Pereira coach. Also bought a 3-4-1-2 system and I said 4-3-5-3 system now. And Cunha was about the left side. Cunha about that left number 10 role, baby. Mostly last season who say that say Mason Mount and now Bruno Fernandes enabled. Right now when you Obia obit me or I mean prolific scorer. I'll bet also create chances on that side. Now they wanted to buy Brentford, but you see, Brentford for Madrid say, you need now league ni mu. Okakotos Cunha 60 something. And they Brian Mbeumo little. So they need 3 winning above you need only 25 years. And then they so Okakoto Matheus Cunha. Make I say last season he wasn't a better player than a year in Mbeumo in the league. That means that Mbeumo has to be expensive. And then they transfer and Osha. Other teams are buying players 50, 60. Make I say last season the performance can compare Obi to say a year because Ekitike and other players they are even coming to the league. Check your price tag now because they are young and they have the potential, you know. And the price tag also. So I knew that United had to pay more than what they paid for Cunha, and Brentford for no edge almost and said, Master, we are not going to sell a year Mbeumo for that same a year price. Now let's come into United team. Then they report in which they say United and Brentford for Listo Omar reach an agreement. And in the next few days, Brian Mbeumo will do his medical. So United want to speed up things. Tuesday, team no America. I'm going to start preseason. And I'm going to continue more preseason preparations and so. And they want the boy to travel with the team. See, United, any Brian Mbeumo, although they had to pay in excess of 71 million, I think 65 plus additional add-ons everyone did in excess of 70 million pounds. And I think that Listo, so we are high. Now it's not, you say if United even paid 100 million for Anthony 2 years ago, Anthony didn't even score 20 goals in the Eredivisie. He didn't. But if United paid 100 million for Anthony 2 years ago, if United have paid 62.5 million pounds overall package for Matheus Cunha, that means they have to overpay for Brentford because last season Cunha wasn't a better player than a year Brentford Brian Mbeumo. Now let me come to United, almost solution and how these two cog signings can help Ruben Amorim. You see, anytime the American can say if some teams or some sporting directors are buying players, they look at what the player is doing. Numbers are then they also look at Adniama. Say, oh, yes, supporting teams and the fans of United or Mohen, they will not even see in that player. And then they brand in Mbeumo list who check player and they start the numbers are there any KPI any key performing in the key time you for the Coca brand any few things. Last season list the one you go finish 29 goals in Mohamed Salah. Haaland and Alexander Isak 23. This player list or share 20 goals. 20 goals for Brentford last season. Assisting Camus. And then they have Kunha, who also scored 15 goals. He provided 6 assists for a Wolves team. Now these players are coming to a bigger team than Wolves and Brentford. And they have a Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, and other players are on a good day. If United for creative chances they can solve the problem. And at least one of my admins said last season, United for Adi Bomunya Yepa, almost strikers, as in say almost goals. About chances creation, we bring a more system, and it's built for the team to create chances, either from the middle, from the flank. They don't check in the Premier League. Teams are little, omutimi creating chances can say in the Premier League. Last season, Man U fought to say 12 of the league log. But if you are checking the 20 teams in the Premier League, teams omutimi creating most chances, a lot of chances in the Premier League. Little okay free topper. United was the number 6. United was the number 6. But then, if you are checking from teams converting almost shots into goals. Listen, who can France here? Man United for a 4th, as in they are 4th bottom for shot accuracy. So it tells you that last season Joshua Zexi and Rasmus Mono, they didn't do a very good job because chances in there. They created chances from the right, from the left, and then they picture Navarro is also no. A biggest underperformance last season. Teams are only underperforming expected goals. SG in the Premier League last list or Man United 2nd bottom in the league. More underperforming over 9.46. You see, West Ham, Everton, Chelsea, Bournemouth, Southampton winner underperforming almost XGs even better than United. Only Crystal Palace pay and then it's me underperforming almost XGs. And then overall, listen, United for failed so much 15 Premier League goals match last season. They failed to score 15 Premier League matches last season, 15 Premier League games. United for match goal. But then they created a lot of chances. And only teams of Marco relegation, Southampton. Any Leicester City, the only teams are Omutimi managers they won't score goals in more than 15 games. Aside from that, 11 of those matches in the list were under Ruben Amorim. What I say? So Ruben Amorim out of 15 games that United for match goal, he win 11. So Akwa say he knew that the team they were able to create chances. But the Obon Beshi goes, it has to be Bruno Fernandes. And this same Bruno Fernandes, it got to a time, how on super set, the team possession from the back, someone obeyed him about that diagonal passing. He wasn't getting that from Manolo Gatti, any Casemiro. So anytime they will say, Mason Mount fits be no, I'll drop you Bruno Abadip.
Yeah.
And some of the United fans were complaining, especially in the Europa League final, Mobile against Tottenham Hotspur or starting Mount. People were talking. And then they list to all. Now let's see Kunha, Brian Mbeumo, and Bruno Fernandes. Now it means that even if this season they are going to open more time at the Ruben Amorim, so if they are able to improve their chances creation who out of the 20 teams, United they are the 6th team ultimately more chances in the Premier League. But just that they were not able to put these chances at the back of the net. And now, the 2 players, additional team one scored 20 goals in the Premier League last season. The other one also scored 15 goals in the Premier League last season. And these 2 key players are coming to be the cock of Onuni team and how about that is the 2 number 10s role. Now, listen, who check it Brian Mbeumo. There's a reason why United for Brian Mbeumo. Listen to a bit Virus betting the Brian Mbeumo Premier League records for Saints Oba Brentford 2021-2022 Ebenyana. Last season, Brighton showed a massive improvement. Look at the stats. And Adibako Mbeumo deal say, listen, or provide you consistency, no injuries, ni body, ni physique, and ni strength, it's me adapted to the Premier League physicality. You see, Premier League in the last season, you best check it number matches teams be about how many matches? Is it not 38?
Yeah.
Last season or starting every Brentford game. every Brentford game. So Oba United team, it means that he's a player who is going to give you that consistency. No injuries, no injury prone Sembia. The only season Oba less than 30 games was last season. And then Nukrampono, the goals and assists was 15. And this season, we provided 27 goals and assists. Expected goals, near expected assists, the shot on target. Last season, Brandon Mbeumo, we Mohamed Salah, or we need more points for Liverpool. Then maybe Erling Haaland. Brandon Mbeumo won 22 points from from the goals or share. Say Brentford either former or Muhian points. Our nobody is the deciding factor. We provided 22 points for Brentford last season. So he's coming in to help Man United. The possession won in the final third, and the possession already was 32. And there's this stats about Brandon Mbeumo work rates and formation coach Nibono. He needs players who are working on and off the ball, especially off the ball. It sounds very key. And no ni work rates out of possession any key for beating Brandon Mbeumo. And last season, I say very best in the back to Salamia. The ball won final third, 32. And last season, already ball back 32 times in the opposition final third, ranking him as the third player ultimately more balls opposition or attacking third in the Premier League. So it means that if United for elusu ball, no person or person ball attacking third, they have a player who can do that for them.
Okay.
Same as Matheus Cunha was part of the 8 players that ultimately boss attacking third last season. And then they, apart from the off the ball attribute, you need him say list of Brandon Mbeumo. Apart from the goals, there is something unique about Brandon Mbeumo. Who you beat the Mohamed Kudus see what? Adia Kudus say all my goals someone says so Okitabosa or the ball no air drive here. That is that unique selling proposition Mohamed Salah Mohamed Kudus. And then Brandon Mbeumo list last season say player been for ball and running for 5 meters. Never go. He did that a lot of times. And last season, yes, sir, I don't know, 9 times, 9 carriers, more than 5 meters a year directly in the goal, more than any player in the Premier League last season. So United never been no, it'll be whenever they are in transition, then Omonia counter attacker, obetim the ball without needing the help of any other players. And then this is Brandon Mbeumo starts for last season Premier League. I shared 20 goals. He was 4th ranked in players almost share more goals in the Premier League. And the players are almost expected assist. Now also he is number 1 in the Premier League. Crosses attempted. I mean, Obo as a winger, who's a striker trinity. On your selfish, on crossing ball is or you 202 crosses in the Premier League. No player in a year more crosses than Aja Brandon Mbeumo in the Premier League last season. And the distance covered 387.6 distance and a no cover. That is the off the ball, no.
Okay.
Where one of the off the ball attributes. I know this or no or your third sprints. The Mohamed Salah Nibino. Oh yeah, 870 sprints last season. Premier League, and he was 3rd in the Premier League ranking. And also another one, so the last one, yes, that is the last one. And then let's look at how Matheus Cunha and the Aqua Clear say Bruno Fernandes list to Obe drop it deep.
Okay.
If they have a player who can play from the right side, Obe drop it deep. Now, list to I think say Ruben Amorim. United and Sansano, Omo transfers no, Omo a very good transfer, and it is something that Omo needs squad depth, especially look Omo defense wa. I clear say Licha air fit, and in a preseason training Omo concrado, they will go and play some tournament where they Malaysia. They are not even going to send Licha there. Yes, statistics na Licha air fitter. When they say the left side, Licha is going to play. Now with the statistics, I'm going to look at how Listo. Ruben Amorim will set up the team next season. And if Omunya the writer used to, will be very deadly. Now the only problem is check the probable lineup by Nemanja Mediabana. Unana at the post and Unana Cramponoms who in your hamstring. United are still hoping say they will get a goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper home with him, Emi Martinez. And no mates my Chigan clause. Although he's grown on American United
because
long term plan.
No, my team no a mature team.
Yes.
So if you bring Emil Martinez, it means you want to challenge for titles.
Yes, that is what I say. Oma may come a long term plan, but for the short time.
No, more long term plan.
Oh, I'll be there.
Look at the signings.
No, they almost signing. That's almost signing now. Players they can play for next five years.
Oh, yeah, long term winning the Chelsea, you know. The next 10 years.
You see, almost na say 5 years.
Because if you look,
and they will buy more.
There were signings be our team be you can clearly see say this is the direction.
Yeah.
A quick fix.
Yeah.
We share Mbemo. Now we share Kunya.
But they are young players. We need some young players.
Quick fix.
They are young players.
These are not young
25
players.
years. Who only 24? Who on 24?
26.
Who on 26 years?
Well,
I'm not sure. Who on Mbemo 25? He's young.
Mbemo 25.
No, 25
you
years.
see,
Me first Africa perspective. I don't want to
African way, but
I don't mean them to can Mbemo 25 was.
There be one thing say, you know him say in football wise. From 25, 26, 27, 28. Your foul your
Kunya 26.
Kunya 26 at your prime age. A foul 18, 19, 20, 21. Even 22. 23 crown. They will not nyai or near who's as a one or improvement near there. It's from 18 to 22. You believe say you give the opportunity for him for the player to improve or to grow. Yeah. But with almost way more age, you know, from 25 caught up on it at your prime. What I say, so almost they are coming at 25. We expect more experience. Yeah, I'm not sure. Say Ahmad any Mbemo jina honoma. Obeka say one more experience. One more expecting BBI there. So I think the Man United want to challenge for things.
Yeah. The thing is, target is they need Champions League football.
Yeah.
Now, this is about waiting how I see say team about. In fact, I think that in terms of problem last season, I will say it was goal scoring.
Okay.
And some defensive lapses from Onana no defense. But then goal scoring was their main idea affect last season. And no matter bringing 2 key players, they can improve that. Okay. Their stats, numbers last season, and being known in the league.
So new striker Ben Omuhia, yes. Because if you look at it, also Munyina so you, Omuye players na also Munyina you.
United will buy a striker.
What do you call it? Transitional play number. So which transitional striker do they need?
United will buy a striker.
I think with this team, we share the way on mobile. So Unya Kunya, Unya Mbemo, you don't need a striker to do a lot of works. Unya striker present in the box. Say to a preferred striker, if it was a Man United, it will be Timia Kuma. It will be maybe Crystal Palace, Mateta, because he will be that box present for them. Senyana Vicente Kano, Amorim style of play, and it creates a lot of chances for the striker. Will do Gimube crosses. Ahmad and Adi ball from the right into bear crosses. Ubenya in Bemoa, even the crosses we start say he finds a striker, and also Kunya and Zuyo being so he would like to find a striker, Bruno. So they will need more of a box present. Okay. That box fox, I think. So it will be a senior more targeted Premier League proving, and you feel a player in the about integrating into the Premier League or into the team. I think Mateta would be a good way, but it will depend what Crystal Palace willing to sell. But I think Omunya Mateta up front, they will be very good.
Okay.
Yes, listen. So we check United team now. I hear Claire say right now goalkeeper be Nyamba and Onana, if or your face, he's going to be imposed because starting from the back he's good. And that's it. With the exception of a friend is saying mistakes and then some silly balls because last season we Man United both be dreams are show Onana no, but Onana the simple balls. Waka say Sanchez saves now by no crucial saves bad.
Only they na bad.
I say
honestly saves cranyo.
No, he was making crucial saves.
So
United game alone.
No,
crucial saves. I see.
I think against
Palace. No, I say of balls maybe two sims so watching every into or chino a movie both about na fan in and these are goals and didn't say she goalkeeper but boy obiabo Kelly bia when say boy dey action no achino. So I think that with Onana, if Oman fa Emiamba, Onana will set into the place. And now in the back three, no, they will have several ways they can set up their back three. Either Lenny Yoro will start from that side, Matis Delete, and Licha, Leandro Martinez, and I say Mazrai will start from the as the right centre back, Delete and Martinez. And then they'll check more information where, especially in sports ni style identical to the world of football. Always from the right side, he wants a left-footed winger. Or what energy or bit my tracking back whenever they are defending deep. What become as the right winger. And last season, we'll try Anthony Waho, Pokoli and Fa. And we'll try Dalo Animals Rimo several times. But these players going up front, they were not giving that shield now open. So I can clear say if Ahmad is fit and Nkoko say Kunha, I'm a fan of 70 million. He's not coming to be on the bench. Ahmad to stall Ahmad or ni progress. So Ahmad will start as the right wing back. And then Patrick Dogu with his speed and then in distance will cover it. Patrick Dogu will be the left wing back. And then in midfield, Bruno will drop deep. Now it's up to Manuel Ugarte. Any Casemiro, say any Kobe Menu, who will be fit to play alongside Bruno Fernandes in the middle. Any front corner, Kunha, right number 10, left number 10, Mbeumo, right number 10, and he's secured. Right now, United needs a new striker. Rashim Hoyland, coach ni believe so on one. But Zexi will be a squad player. Zexi can play from any of the number 10's roles. No? He's nimble-footed, he's good on the ball, and coach ebe here Zexi with him. Now the striking role, they don't believe in Obi to say Rashim Hoyland. Now United for marketing. Right now Benjamin Sesko, Akwakoye said none of the teams in the call on United for reach out to Oli Watkins, Benjamin Sesko. There's been more other strikers at United here, and even Nicolas Jackson Sukra Abadi.
No, Nicolas Jackson.
No, these are players that are linking to United strikers.
Any more skin?
Yes, and more skin. Now, listen, if United in a striker, apart from Rasmus Højlund, they want to sell him and cash in on Fankopa, another striker. If Oli Watkins or whoever, Benjamin Sesko or whoever striker, they will get to join their team, and that striker is able to score 12 goals, knowing for a fact that Brian Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha, they can give you 10 plus goals, and even Bruno Fernandes or Sergio Foreda, he can also give you that goals. I think the United for a main issue last season, elbow will affect them, but I think I was saying Ineos for them, they should help the coach.
Okay,
they should try and get a striker or be able to solve your problems, with Cunha and Mbeumo. I can say they are going to create the chances. They are going to also they have to make sure say how our last season almost squander chances. They can do that. Then also in defense right now, say Martinez Ipra, the late Ipra now Yoru Pra, who is coming? So they have to, because Arsenal now all two of the best defenders in the league. Wasan Kwakoto, another exciting young player, but when they are not there, he can also feel him. And they'll check all the teams that they want to challenge for the position beyond 2-2. Even if position go in your 2 corner, that player now or say or you're consistent to beat me a ball day in or beat my ball over 30 games. But you United team, Martinez injury now when you know. Me and Tochacha say next season beat my ball more than 25 goals. They would have to maintain also in the game time. Lenny Euro or buy pre-pressa. Obi as or yet and you can delete.
Now Ahmad in about position, man.
Ahmad Bebo right wing back. I think I got the graphics not wrong.
Okay.
But Ahmad Bebo that right wing back. So there will be another center back.
Okay.
That's either Lenny Euro or
Maguire need Luke Shaw.
No, this Luke Shaw and Sansa, they want to ship him out.
So Shaw, since you are buying good
and
cheap.
I didn't say Luke Shaw anyway. They are not going to be an improvement. I say, but now Martinez Bebo Mount. If Martinez is not, then Luke Shaw back. Oh, I'm mount that thing at that part. Obi with me, I a very good substitute, and also as a leader in the team, Harry Maguire. But look about the relationship between Man United for with that expensive transfer from Leicester. I'm expecting of United fans when Maguire is playing, they believe that we are cotton about Abesa. Into Maguire had the crampona and so many. So I think that Ruben Amorim, especially getting these two players, will help him, but he needs more to be able to achieve whatever he wants to do for United. Listo.
All right.
But listo, we kaka. We Man United set up we emfa grow beyond 20. I think if they are to get Nicholas Jackson as their striker, the team would flourish very well. I didn't make us say Mbuemo, Cunha, these are goal scoring wingers.
Okay.
Cunha that striker, obetimi a drop it deep, between defenders, a creative space. And then Nicholas Jackson creative space, the likes of Cole Palmer in Chelsea setup now. I think they will benefit from him, but Man United fans, I don't think say if there is another Nicholas Jackson link to them, they will do the Arsenal Nonimadueke way. No matter any petition, and I to go against the Ineos way, friends and cooperation. But I think the way the team is set up, Vicente de Maya, a striker who would be in the box and a striker who would drop deep to create spaces for the number 10s. Man United.
Okay.
Yes, okay. I mean call say time what I make radio now. Ruben Dias.
Okay.
On say my church Ruben Dias in Liverpool issue them thing. Liverpool they list all. A common quadia. They have one of the best left wingers in the European football currently. And he's not earning so much. So list on money then a cheap player who is playing at the top level there. Now, already Bayern Munich for Listo, they've lost Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. And my Rebecca say Florian Wirtz, no, especially the Germany players, if Bayern is knocking, always their first destination is Bayern Munich. But the reason why Florian Wirtz didn't come, they say, go check the German national team. Who is their main number 10? German. Osha German team now. Always they try to accommodate these young and exciting players at the same time. But then if Jamal Musiala or German national team, no but now Florian Wirtz no pretty for him from the left side, from the left wing, because Jamal Musiala is versatile to play from that side. So it means that so who call Bayern Munich, they have Jamal Musiala there, who is their main number 10, one of their key players, and you are also going to be a key player. But you are not going to bench Jamal. They are also going to play you and him as same Germany national team. No, the coach in Ebo Mamien Obe operating from the left side, and only by our say Florian Wirtz, the agency no, they have technical people, they have coaches, they have analysts. More analyzing game where it's where you player no. Nia who on the meet me abo. Used to Florian Wirtz, he won't succeed as a winger in the Premier League. So he knows that if he comes to Liverpool, he's not coming to play as a winger. Liverpool team no never be the main number 10. Our Liverpool team anymore. Ahead of Gravenberch, and you'll be to say Szoboszlai and McAllister. Now, Bayern Munich they need a winger because Leroy Sané Moko, Kingsley Coman over the years he's not consistent because of injuries. About the left side, they are secured because they have Michael Olise, who can also play from the right, can also play inside, in the middle. And they said now before my Obenya baby and the Champions League, we shall pass some show so couple and they don't have that Serge Gnabry anymore. So they will need a player if Bayern Munich wants to compete in the Champions League next year, especially Bundesliga and there. But they need a player, and they still that right winger don't build some more potential. Boy, in about Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham for now move in a permanent. So they will need a right winger who can come in and also fit into how Vincent Kompany wants to play. Now, if you look at Abraham and Luis Diaz and Listo, Obama will say he's a player who can fit in for them, and will be a why explore and why flourish in the Premier League. When he wants to be in the Bundesliga, it's going to be very easy for that player.
Okay. And
also help them in the Champions League. Now, maybe catch us say Ruben Dias, Bana Oba, Liverpool. When moving from Porto, then the Sika for currently on his origin and drew £3 million a year. When his car wait for now times 5 or times 6, whatever he's earning at Liverpool. We move some man 50 million euros per year.
Okay.
And this is the boy of Colombia. Of Colombia. And he's going to earn 50 million per year. That is times 6, whatever he's earning at Liverpool.
But I think with the amount that Liverpool is looking for, Saudi now, and we have ending because over how many years? 2 years.
And you
On
see,
a contract. So
the reason why it's a Liverpool fan, Liverpool fan believes that if you sell it Diaz and you need a player in any caliber, because this is a Liverpool list too. On the Frankfurt, I've been a year. He's buying Hugo Ekitike for over 90 million or 80 million pounds. So all those Luis Diaz are, or definitely Ube is okay. Me Luis Diaz, I'm going to cash in on Rodrigo. Rodrigo, he won't come cheap. And Rodrigo's kind of abegino will be even times 8. Dear Luis Diaz said, edgy per year. So there's a reason why Liverpool for list war. On my VP said, boy, you better turn because people are selling Kuha for 60. So I have fair deal in Liverpool because if they sell this boy, any player be provided this, unless maybe say, oh, young offer a young player, obi any say they offer any people to buy. But no come no buy. He won't hit the ground running straight away. So if Liverpool needs somebody who will hit the ground running straight away, for them, they will have to cash in and play this kind of babbage, you know. Or Magic they now wage or Liverpool. So Bayern Munich in this store, they want their man.
okay.
They don't care because what you need a flooring bet. Liverpool just said they paid 100 million plus a world record fee for Air Flooring to come in. So if they are selling one of their best players, and one thing is that there is a reason why Liverpool would sell this guy at the price of almost 80 million now they are expecting. And they say this boy, he doesn't want to move to Saudi yet. He wants to stay in Europe. Now a person called Barca, but Barca are not in the right frame to pay that. Yeah. And Obia all fan is car, Obia all man, Scasser Uber bebo. You are come Uber by winning titles because this boy he has won the Premier League. Uber by winning titles. You can Uber not say Ube Boya. You will believe that what the money by boy it's my head. That the Champions League last season team when you buy Munich free. Wasn't all PSG.
Yeah.
Yes. So Uber not be Boya. We can compete at the highest level. So the boy want Scabe fee. Nabusa fono. He ane o Colombia Nabusa fono. Oba be you me free. 50 million a year. Is kakesi. And Bayern Munich are ready to meet the expectations.
Okay.
Now Liverpool for no, I'm going to trouble. I'm fans. I'm because they have Cody Gakpo. I need Obeti from the right side, but Liverpool would have to get somebody who can also come in.
Yeah, because Diogo Jota so anyhow.
No, they will buy Liverpool. They would say that's the reason why they are buying.
I think Darwin Nunes. Obi Obetina.
No, Nunes they Nunes there.
Nunes is Napoli are pulling out.
Napoli they are waiting for the money. They will buy him.
Napoli will not buy him. Omato Lucas. They wanted him or Lucas.
No matter Lucas.
And Omato Lucas. Because we need too expensive.
So even if Darwin Nunes is not moving, right now they still have that.
Maybe either Saudi.
So definitely
he will surely stay as of now.
Darwin Nunes no person movie. He doesn't want to stay because Omo man that playing time.
Perhaps now this one said Jota ni also.
And Ekitike is Oba. On normal shots survivable. That is
yes. Ekitike have no bad.
No, Oba and it's not about them. But say 2 players. Oba, you are coming to play. And Liverpool they don't even rely so much on their strikers. Because Mohamed Salah and Diaz goes no. All you have to do is say we'll link our place and you can create that chances. So Ekitike the movements and how it will create chances no. Yeah, very clear. In slots in here. So listen, Darwin Nunes no. Don't be surprised if Liverpool finally more agree because the boy wants to move. Boy in academy he wants to go challenge. Okay. With 2 million. But I don't have to end that.
Okay. All right. Mama yenfa osene kakrambra. Me will be your half for Machishena to Ochna. Machishena to Ochna. Oko Romania AFC Hemastad on newly promoted side been able Meta Loglubos Bucharest enable home win or draw and WKS Slack Rockland on no Poland Premier nim and wako Division 1 into almost first game na mo so me kono home win or draw and Poland League nankasa started Jagiellonia no conference league nim no or home against a newly promoted side. So me call say obe winning. Then SK Dynamo Sheski Badejovic. Oko a Czech Republic. Omo Division 1 no. Team no wo first way. Wako omo first game omo head omo bono. No call relegation. Until Macon say home goal. And Bobo Kwefan Victoria President. Victoria President win either half. Victoria President will be any baby or a check. Denmark so started on league, you know. Copenhagen and Viborg. Copenhagen win either half. And a call Romania hona Universitatea Craiova. Or no sooner Division 1 side and able. And also win either half. And Oko Poland Division 1 no. LKS Lodis or home win or draw. And KKS Lecce Poznan. It appears almost J Poland League last season. Or home. Macon say home and I say over 1.5. So I give him over 1.5. And Aalborg BK kwa we on it coding IF. Aalborg for no omushe goes pa anti away go. Ana Oslo any SK Brand obobo shigo pa ti SK Brand away go. Ana Mamo FF win either half okwa away. Ana oko Russia, Lokomotiv Moscow, and only Sochi neighbor, Lokomotiv Moscow home win or draw. And Bodo Glimt, any Viking neighbor, Bodo Glimt away win, and as away go. Ludogorets airbo home to score 2. And Inter Miami, any New York Red Bulls over 1.5. When you na na watch from any ochina until wait to make the kakra ato echire media no.
Yes, we can say I need two group.
Yeah, the better group in the minute, you know. You best also join a Telegram account, no. Join a Telegram account, no. A sports arena. Na me aduma Monday, you best aba na fedia kitchen ya abremo.